The next product that I'm going to review is a rotisserie chicken rub. Gonna try to put it on an angle so you can kind of see what's in there. It has sea salt, garlic, lemon, thyme, rosemary, black pepper, um, chili, and parsley in it. I don't know why it says rosemary twice. I guess I want to make sure you know it's extra rosemary, but you can see that it has the rosemary leaves in it. Now, this product, surprisingly, it does say rotisserie chicken rub. Well, what I've used it for when I steam vegetables, like fresh vegetables, like steamed green beans and carrots or cauliflower and broccoli, I add this spice to it because of the whole rosemary chunks that's in it. I think it adds a lot more flavor. And usually when you get steamed vegetables, they're bland, they have no flavor. This is a great substitute and you don't have to add any salt. At least, from my preferences and taste, I don't add any salt. This is the only ingredient that I add with the addition of a little bit of unsalted butter or olive oil, depending on how I'm cooking the vegetables. If I'm doing fresh green beans and I saute them, I would thinly slice some garlic, add that to the skillet, and then add this seasoning to it and toss all the vegetables in here. It's wonderful. Like I said, I know it says chicken rub, but it can be used so versatile. You can use it in so many different ways. Um, and also, of course, you can use it for what it's used for. If you don't have a rotisserie at home, what you can do is you can take a whole chicken and you want to immerse, you want to sprinkle this very liberally over the chicken. You want to kind of rub it in so it kind of sticks, and you want to kind of lift up the skin a little bit at the top of the chicken and kind of sprinkle a little bit in between the skin. If you're not a big fan of rosemary, this spice is not for you because the rosemary is very predominant in this. You will taste it and you will smell it. And I happen to love rosemary, fresh and dried. But if you're not a fan of rosemary, I would suggest not getting this because there is, as you can see, they listed it rosemary twice. There is a lot of rosemary in here. What I also found that you can do is if you don't like the big chunks, if you don't like biting down on the rosemary, if you have a spice grinder at home, you can always add this into the spice grinder and grind it up. You'll still get the same flavor. You just won't have the big chunks of the rosemary, the garlic, and the pepper flakes. So it can be used in its current state, or like I said, you can grind it up, or if you have a mortar and pestle at home, you can put it in there. Actually, I'm going to do a mortar and pestle review in a couple of days so you can actually see that in action. And I'll actually get a couple of ingredients to use so you can see how that works. But I also use this in my barbecue sauce. I made I never do stuff straight out the bottle, but I used a bottle barbecue sauce and I added my Worcestershire. I added a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of honey, and I added this as my seasoning to it. It was phenomenal. And it, like I said, it's because of the amount of rosemary in here, you can really taste it and it kind of brings out all of the flavors. But again, I would highly recommend this if you love rosemary. If you don't, stay far away. But I love this product and I hope you will too. Thank you. My last product for today is a smokehouse maple seasoning. Now, let me tell you about this spice here. This is one of the most versatile spices that I have used in a long time. When you get this spice, it doesn't say specifically what it should be used for. So you can, use it. What does it say here? It says you can use it on chicken, pork, or salmon. For me, I have used this on my chicken. Actually, I'm cooking chicken wings for dinner tonight, and I use this on my chicken wings to bring out that smoky, bacony type flavor. I've used it in my barbecue sauce as well when I make my pork ribs. I added this spice to my barbecue sauce because I do my ribs in the oven. This kind of helps with that smokiness that you're missing from it being actually on the grill. I'm trying to get it up close for you so you can kind of see what's going on in there. I do apologize about my camera not focusing, but it has dried peppers, sugar, there are spices, there's a little bit of maple syrup in here, but surprisingly you don't get that real sweet taste from it. It's just a flavor enhancer, and like I said, it helps with the smokiness inside whatever it is that you're using. I've also used this in when I make my mashed sweet potatoes. I add this as a spice to it, and I know you're thinking sweet potatoes and maple doesn't really sound like it goes together, but trust me, as long as you don't put too much, you don't want to overpower the sweet potatoes if you're using it for that dish. You want to put just enough to where you can get the aroma of it, and it's perfect. It works wonders. I also have with an addition of the sweet potatoes and my chicken and my barbecue sauce. You can also use this as well in your pasta dishes if you're making shrimp or chicken pasta. Instead of salt, you can use this. I would recommend using this. Like I say, if you're making a chicken pasta dish, I would use this with a little bit of olive oil and lemon juice, and there you have your sauce. But again, this one is very versatile. You can use it in practically everything. Just be aware that there are, there are bell peppers in it. So you will get a little bit of savoriness to it, but it is awesome. And like I said, it's not very overpowering. So, but you still want to be careful that you don't use too much. A little bit goes a long way. And now if you like a really strong flavor, you can very well go ahead and add that extra tablespoon or teaspoon. What I would recommend doing is adding just enough, letting it cook out, and depending on what it is that you're putting it on. If you're doing a barbecue sauce, let it cook out for a little bit, taste it, and then adjust it to that. I wouldn't go ahead and put 4 or 5 tablespoons in at once, because once you put it in, you can't take it out. But again, I love this spice and it works wonders. Again, I would highly recommend this. Of course, if you're allergic to maple, this is not for you. You can also make maple bacon with this as well. Get you a nice slab of thick cut bacon, lay that out over a rack, and you want to sprinkle this over the bacon. If you like the cracked black pepper, put a little bit of cracked black pepper on top of that as well. And then you want to bake it off in the oven until it caramelizes, and you'll have your maple flavored bacon as well. But again, I love this product. Love it, love it, love it. And I hope you will too. Again, thanks for watching. And as always, for all you gamers, you can check out my husband at Kid Genius, KIDDJEANYUS, and my sister at Lady Seemo1, LADYSEEMO, and the number 1. Peace and blessings. Thank you.